Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. First of all, before I start the video, sorry I haven't been uploading for a while, and also thanks for 7,000 subscribers. I really appreciate that and I hope it keeps going up. So what I'm going to talk about is my finger, my pinky finger, what I did to it, how I did to it and all that. If you don't know anything, I posted on my Instagram, so go follow my Instagram because you always keep up to date with everything I do. But yeah, so basically what I did to my finger is I dislocated it, the bone came out, so I saw that straight away after the stack and I was just like, oh my god, let's go straight to hospital. So we got in the car, thanks to Mac for driving, shout out to him, Mac Daniels. He drove us to the hospital and then we went there and then they did everything. But so what it was dislocated, the bone came out of the skin, and then after the x-rays there was 2 fractures. One was on here, don't know what that's called, that part of my bone, and then one was on my knuckle. And then also on them fractures there was a chip out of the bone. So yeah, it was pretty bad injury, I guess. But so yeah, it was pretty disgusting, and I have photos to show of it, which I'll show soon in this video, which are pretty brutal. So if you don't like looking at disgusting stuff, probably don't look at that part of the video. But yeah, so what happened to how I actually did it, we were at Pizzy Skate Park, me, Darcy, Mac, and my little brother Zane. And so we were having a nice ride, and then there's the big bank. If you go to Pizzy, you know, there's the big bank. And then the skaters put like a long bench, like sort of like this thing I'm sitting on, but no side rest, like just a bench, like a park bench chair. And then they do tricks over and all that. So I thought like, yeah, I'll front flip this, like that's alright, I can front flip. So I went for it, and I just went way too fast. Well, I over exaggerated everything because I just thought get a heap of speed, and then so I did the front flip. I over rotated 1.5, like I literally landed straight on my stomach, and I just slammed, and then I just landed like right on here, not on my hands or anything. And then so I was just winded. I laid there for like a couple minutes, and then I got up and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do it again. Like I can land this. Like it's just a front flip. So I did the exact same thing. I just went way too fast. Like I don't know what I was thinking. I just thought like, oh, I have to front flip this, go really fast. So I went way too fast and I went way too high. And I did like sort of the same thing. I over rotated a little bit, but not as bad. Like I landed on my front wheel, and then I went straight over, and because I'm holding my grips like this, and I fell straight onto that hand. And I got up and I looked at it and I was just like, oh my god, because like the bone was just poking straight out of that part there. So when I lifted my hand up, I just saw my bone, and I was just like, oh my god, this is pretty bad. So I was like alright at that point, and then heaps of skaters and everything came over, and they were so like, oh my god, pull your finger back in, and like everyone was yelling and stuff. So I kind of freaked out a little bit. I was like, oh my god, like, and then I started freaking out. Motorbike ruining my video. But yeah, so I started freaking out. So I was like, oh my god, let's go to the hospital quick. So Darcy was sitting on the chair, and I was like, quick, call the hospital. Like I wasn't even saying call the ambulance because I started freaking out. And then yeah, I was like, I asked Mac to take me to the hospital and everything. So it was kind of like a big rush. And then Darcy just like called my mom and asked like, should we go to the hospital? The guy's hurt his finger and everything, or should we call the ambulance? And then so we decided just to go straight to the hospital in Mac's car because it'd be faster. So we jumped it all in Mac's car and we rushed straight to the hospital. But it got a bit scary in the car because I was just sitting there with my hand up, like trying not to look at it because it was like munted. So I started going into shock a little bit, but like, I was alright. Like at that point I was like kind of freaking out, but I wasn't like, yeah, like, you know, motorbike again. But yeah, so can you stop please? Hold on guys, I'm just gonna, no, actually I'll just continue. Hopefully it's not too loud, but if it is, I'm sorry. Oh, I'll just pause that, I'll come back. As soon as I stopped it, he turned it off. So yeah, so then we got to the hospital, and there was Darcy ran in for me because he wanted to tell the lady, because I didn't really want to just walk in all hand there and just like scare everyone. So Darcy walked in and told the lady like my friend's like broken his finger, the bone's sticking out, rah. And so I walked in a little bit after, and I was like holding my hand like this because I didn't want anyone to see it in the waiting room and like freak out because it was pretty disgusting. So then, but I accidentally moved my hand, and some people saw anyway because I had to show the lady. So some people were kind of freaked out and grossed out, but I couldn't do much about it. So then when I showed the lady, she was just kind of like, oh my god. So she got on and said, called in, and we rushed straight into the emergency, and they got me straight on a bed, and then put like needle in my arm, put me on medicine and all that, and asked me for all my details and all that. But then yeah, so basically we waited there for ages. They put me on heavy medication, and they just like talked to me for ages, got all my details and everything, asked how it happened and all that. And then so they decided that so I got x-rays and everything, and then they decided that it's time to pull it back in place. So I was like really, I guess you can say, off my head on like medicine. They were giving me like morphine and stuff. So then she told me that she's just going to pull my finger really slowly so it can go back in place. So I didn't even really know what was going on because I had 3 needles in this finger as well, and I was like on medicine. So she was apparently slowly pulling it, and then I didn't even know she was doing that. But then she like pulled it really hard, apparently, my brother and my mom said. And then I just heard like a massive like click noise, and like she was like, oh great. My finger was back in place. I didn't look at it because they all like had it and everything. And so at this point they didn't know that if it was actually like if it was broken, fractured or whatnot. They just knew it was dislocated and the bone came out of the skin, obviously by looking at it. So I had to get like more x-rays and that, and then they came back and told me that it was actually like fractured and chipped and all that I didn't know. So then they just gave it a good clean out and all that, and then they told me that I can either stay at the hospital and wait for the orthopedics to come back in the morning and they're gonna check it out and see what they're gonna do about it, or they just gave me the option to go home and come back in the morning when the orthopedics are in and then do all that. So I didn't want to stay there, so me and my mum said that we'd just go home and I'd come back in the morning when the orthopedics come in. So I went home, had a good sleep and all that, came back in the morning, and then so the next day, which was the Saturday, we went in and we had pretty much the same thing, but it was different. It was like a different one because it was from Friday night. This one's from Saturday morning. So they took it all off and then they had a look at my finger, and then I'll show you what my finger looked like before on the Friday night and then on the Saturday morning. So on the Saturday morning it looked a lot better, but there was just a hole in it because that's where the bone came out. So they told me that they're deciding not to stitch it up because they don't want to risk infection or anything, and it's better if it leaves open or something like that. I don't really know, I'm not a doctor or anything, obviously. So they cleaned it out with like I think it was betadine, and that hurt a lot, and then all this other stuff. They just gave it a good clean, which actually hurt a lot more than breaking my finger and dislocating it. So then after it got a good clean, they did this. They put like some strips on it to hold it close together, like a band-aid looking thing, and then the splint, which is this, it's running down my finger, and then just a tape to hold it on. And then they also cleaned like this and my other elbow, and then all the like cuts on my hand. And then so I went home, and then they told me, like before I left obviously, they told me that I have to meet up with the hand, I don't know, some hand people, like hand things, people who know like a lot about the bones and all that, and like to see what I'm gonna do and if I'm gonna go in like another better splint or a cast, and if I'm gonna need surgery, if they're gonna stitch it and whatever. So right now it's just the cuts left open, and then my finger's back in place. It's just like a little bit swollen, but the swelling's gone down heaps. So in the next few days we're gonna get a call, and then we'll go visit them and see what they're gonna do, surgery, whatnot, like I said. And then yeah, so just I don't really mind what happens. Motorbike ruining a video again. So like I said, I don't really mind what happens, like what the outcome is. I just hope the recovery is quick, and then just as long as it heals best as possible. So yeah, so right now I'll just show you guys some pictures of what it looked like straight after I did it, well, not straight after, but in the hospital, what it looked like the first night, the Friday night, and then some other photos in the hospital, and some videos that Darcy took, or just photos and videos that anyone else took. And then I'll show you some photos just all through that night through the hospital, and then I'll show you some videos after, like when I was on medication and heavy morphine and all that, because there's some funny videos of me just saying some random stuff. Mozzie. And yeah, and then I'll just show you the photo on the Saturday morning that I took when, it's not the best photo, but it's when they took everything off and what it looked like the next day, not out of place and just with a hole. And then yeah, so that's everything really. So I'll get through the photos, but before that I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm still going to try to upload videos as much as I can now, because I can still film and stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to like film whoever's down at the skate park, because I'll still go down to the skate park and stuff and just film whoever's there, my mates, and still post videos for you guys. So make sure you subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you can see all my uploads. And yeah, but I'll do another video soon, or let you know in a video how long I'm going to be out for. and what's the result and everything. So also, yeah, don't forget to follow my Instagram, because I'll definitely post it on there straight away and that. No, for I can see you filming me.
Yeah. Okay, you sound good. You'll like it.
His X-ray job, I think.
His X-ray job.
Talking about something. But he was cool, and he's like, "I'll see you after you're all done, and we'll get you more X-rays, and good luck, buddy." And I was like, "Cheers, man." That was cool.
That's nice. Oh, that's good. That's not as bad as we thought. Like, hopefully if this X-ray is good and they put it in the right place, we'll be right.
I'm on morphine.
They're such nice people.
So, dude, and ran, got my finger broken off, dude, and now it's cut open, dude. Yeah, man. Yo, to all of the people out there of the world, of Australia, of the universe, of the world, stay extra fresh and never forget, Jai Thomas snapped his finger in half and didn't cry. Because I'm the man. Wait, hang on. Show them my guns. Look, I'm trying to tense, but I can't because there's needles in me and... Wait, is there a needle in me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, well, because the needle's in me and because my arm is dead, but it's all good. I'm tensing right now. Check it. Yeah. Show my abs. Show my abs. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's
Say
dead.
it. Take it, girls. One on
No,
one. Break your
no.
finger. Show them your jawline.
Jai.
We'll snap your finger in half. Let the bone come out of the skin. Get them to pull it back into place. Get stitches, and then wait here for 5 hours. How long have I been sitting here?
Not even 5 hours.
20
like
minutes or
1
something?
hour.
5 hours? I don't know. And then just wait for them to X-ray it and then see what goes out. I'll keep you guys updated. Trapper, Century. Can you play music or not in here?
No, you can't.
I can just hear the music in my brain.
Tell him that, like, I'll die and call him, be like, he's dead, attend to him. Then they'll attend. Call him. Oh.